Right now, President Trump is talking about his acquittal on the campaign trail as he makes the case for 4 more years. And now that the results are in for the Iowa caucus, we check in with which Democrats are ahead in the polls headed into the next primary. Plus, this weekend is the annual Frozen Assets Festival, how you can enjoy the lakes now and preserve them for the future.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, folks, and thanks for joining us on your Friday, February 7th. Both Josh and Hattie have the day off, so Chris and I are holding down the fort, although I'm barely
You've got this,
here.
Leah. You can do it.
Oh, my goodness. Well, your forecast is bringing me alive today.
Well, that's good news. In what way? Is it the flurry chance?
You know it's the flurry chance, Chris. I love those flurries.
Yeah, we do have a chance for some flurries out there today. You see some of that low cloud cover here at times. The flurries are going to be spotty. Not everyone is going to see them, but I'm saying there is a chance. It is indeed there. Current conditions right now, we're at 15 degrees, mostly cloudy skies coming in at the airport. Thankfully, the wind is calm. With the calm wind, the wind chill is not going to be that big of a factor. 19 in Janesville right now. Monroe coming in at 21. The Dells at 11. And we can all shed one tear for Black River Falls, the common cold spot. But their temperature is 4 right now. I know. High resolution Doppler did show a little lake effect band of snow closer towards Milwaukee. That's moving out over Lake Michigan. We're watching back towards the west where some of those flurries over Iowa could have the potential to impact us as we go through the day. That is why we have that flurry chance. We're going to continue to keep those flurries around through tomorrow, but several inches of snow are possible by the time we get you towards Sunday. And we're watching a little storm system that could impact things Wednesday into Thursday. That one's looking a little iffy right now, but we do have more confidence in Sunday. So Sunday is an alert day. Right now we're going with 2 to 5 inches of snow across the area, but that may need a little update.
I was just going to say, you are continually updating the forecast, the radar there, but it could go up.
The snow chances and the snow totals could go up. Yes, I'm watching those models as they continue to come in, and that's been the trend that I've seen this morning.
All right, we will continue to check in with you on that. Thank you, Chris.
My pleasure.
To our headlines this morning. With all precincts reporting, 2 candidates are claiming they're the big winners in Iowa's caucuses. Senator Bernie Sanders has the edge in the popular vote, while Pete Buttigieg has a slight advantage in state delegates. He holds that lead, by the way, by 1/10 of a percentage point. Now, this could all change if there's a recanvass, which the Democratic National Committee is demanding. The Iowa Democratic Party says, though, it will only consider one if a candidate requests it. The recanvass would just check the numbers that were publicly released. It wouldn't be a full recount. Candidates have until noon today to file that request. Meanwhile, a new poll has Pete Buttigieg surging after Iowa. Bernie Sanders is holding steady at 24%, with Buttigieg right behind him at 23%. Take a look at those numbers right there. CBS Boston says the former mayor's gains don't seem to be coming at Sanders' expense, since his numbers haven't changed much all week. Instead, they think Buttigieg is pulling from fans of Elizabeth Warren and Joe Biden. That poll has Warren passing Biden to take 3rd with 13%, Biden slipping to 4th with 11%. Now, experts are predicting this morning that Buttigieg could run away with the race unless something happens to slow him down. And if you're one of the other candidates, tonight's debate could be one of the last chances to do that.
Even in the snow, the race for the Democratic presidential nomination is heating up ahead of next week's New Hampshire primary.
I know who I voted for in the last election, but I'm not quite there yet. But I'm seriously listening to everybody.
Senator Bernie Sanders, who represents neighboring Vermont, trounced Hillary Clinton here 4 years ago. State polls show a tight race with him out in front.
When you get 6,000 more votes, that's generally regarded to be the winner.
Both Sanders and Pete Buttigieg are claiming victory after Monday's Iowa caucuses.
New Hampshire is New Hampshire. And New Hampshire is not the kind of place to let Iowa or anybody else tell you what to do.
New Hampshire Democrats will be watching tonight's debate closely. They have just days to decide which candidate they want to see challenge President Trump in November.
What do you have to do to set yourself apart?
Senator Elizabeth Warren, who finished 3rd in Iowa, crisscrossed New Hampshire Thursday, holding babies and visiting schools. Former Vice President Joe Biden, who says he expected to do better than fourth in the caucuses, is working to convince voters he's the most electable.
I believe he'll finish in the top 2 in New Hampshire.
If people across America look for who's the candidate that can beat Trump and represent their interests, it's Joe Biden.
Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar, billionaire Tom Steyer, and entrepreneur Andrew Yang will all be looking for a breakout performance at the debate to keep their campaigns alive. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Manchester, New Hampshire.
Now, the 9th and 10th Democratic debates are set to take place later this month in Las Vegas ahead of the Nevada caucuses and in Charleston, South Carolina ahead of that state's primary. You can watch tonight's debate at 7 p.m. Afterward, we'll have the highlights right here on News 3 Now at 10. Meanwhile, the president is using his acquittal in the impeachment trial to push his campaign forward. He's taking a victory lap, mixing shout-outs to supporters with put-downs of his enemies. President Trump singled out Senator Mitt Romney, the lone Republican who crossed party lines to vote for his removal. And while the president called for bipartisanship near the end of his remarks, earlier comments suggest he's not about to extend an olive branch.
Adam Schiff is a vicious, horrible person.
He's impeached forever.
The hour-long speech was a stark contrast to President Clinton's brief national apology after his acquittal. President Trump apologized only to his family. Today, he's heading to North Carolina for a speech on economic development. New this morning, a key witness in President Trump's impeachment inquiry in the House says he expects to leave the White House. Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman says he will leave the National Security Council to return to the Defense Department, well ahead of the scheduled end of his time. He was originally slated to leave in July. It's unclear whether the departure was voluntary or at the White House's request. This comes after another witness, Jennifer Williams, left Vice President Mike Pence's office 2 months ahead of schedule. We are following developing details this morning overseas on the killing of an al-Qaeda leader. President Trump is confirming an airstrike in Yemen killed Qasim al-Rimi. He's the leader who claimed responsibility for last year's deadly shooting at a naval air station in Pensacola. The White House didn't specify when the counterterrorism operation happened or any other details about how it was carried out. The U.S. had previously offered a $10 million reward for information on al-Rimi. More local news this morning. Parents of Madison students are feeling hopeful after meeting with the new interim principal at Jefferson Middle School. This comes as Principal Tequila Kurth takes an extended leave of absence following multiple incidents involving student safety. Mary Kelly.
I think it went well. I think parents are excited and grateful that we're going to have an interim who knows Madison and knows the district.
I think I retired 4 years ago. It feels like it was just...
That's a parent right there responding to the instatement of Mary Kelly as interim principal. Kelly is stepping in after an incident in December where a student was accused of shooting 2 others with a BB gun. District documents show that same student also reportedly threatened to shoot up the school. Principal Kelly is encouraging parents to contact her with any concerns they may have, saying she can't fix a problem she doesn't know about. Your kid's school here in Madison might be getting an upgrade this spring. 5 more schools in our area are getting water bottle filling stations. They're going in at Midvale, Hawthorne, Mendota, and Stevens Elementaries, along with Toki Middle School. It's all thanks to a partnership between Madison Water Utility, the school district, and the American Family Children's Hospital. Before this initiative started in 2015, no Madison elementary or middle school had these water bottle refilling stations. By the end of this school year, more than 14,000 students and staff across 30 schools will be able to fill up their water bottles. Pretty cool. All right, 6:08 on your Friday. It is time for a favorite annual tradition here in southern Wisconsin. We're, of course, talking about the Frozen Assets Festival. Our Christina Laurie is there. She's joining us next to tell us how we can enjoy the festivities and more about the cause they benefit. Plus, we're tracking a chance for a weekend winter storm. Chris Reese is updating the forecast next when News 3 Now This Morning returns.
Download the Channel 3000 app today.
When being sick isn't as bad as not knowing why you're sick.
When questions lead to confusion.
And angst and anxiety. When it feels like there's a tiger chasing you into the darkness.
And all you want is a little light.
A little hope.
This is when you need the best of the best. Doctors who don't just perform cutting-edge procedures and treatments. Doctors who invent them. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
I love to equal the playing field. I love to help people and allow them to feel like they are powerful instead of powerless. We're with our clients every step of the way.
Gingras, Thompson, and Walks.
Event Essentials can help make your next company event memorable with our impressive rental selection. Tents, tables, chairs, decor, and more, we have it all. Contact Event Essentials certified professionals for expert design and rental options. Event Essentials. We supply everything but the guests.
Go in the snow plus MPG, your Subaru Ascent from Don Miller. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and 27 MPG highway, the Ascent will get you through in great shape. It's the roomiest Subaru ever. The Ascent has third-row seating and space for 7 or 8 passengers. The 2020 Ascent Premium. Lease from only $319 a month, 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, $19.99 due on signing. No security deposit. Don Miller Subaru, West on Odana or East Side, High Crossing Boulevard, Madison.
Don Miller.
Our big pet care sale is going on now at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. We're your animal experts with great deals on a massive selection of pet food, supplies, and more. Get an instant $10 Farm and Fleet gift card when you buy select large bags of Hill's Science Diet dog or cat food. $5 off select large bags of Taste of the Wild dog food. Save 25% on select dog and cat toys. And select Farm and Fleet bird food and suet is half off. Don't miss our big pet care sale going on now at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Tired of the cold? Then warm up with winter cocktails, spirits, food, and live music at Madison Magazine's Top Shelf Winter Taste. It's March 9th from 6 to 9 at the beautiful Edgewater Hotel. Tickets now available at MadisonMagazineExperience.com. Pick up a copy of Madison Magazine and have the city at your fingertips. Dining, entertainment, where to go, and what to see. Original reporting, local business, and politics. Pick up the latest issue on newsstands now.
News 3 Now First Alert Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, happy Friday morning, folks. Things are going to be relatively calm this morning. All eyes are really turning towards the second half of the weekend when that next round of impactful weather may come our way. I want to go ahead and show you guys the belt line at Park Street right now. Things are completely moving along, folks. I don't expect any delays as we go through the day. Your entire morning commute, even your afternoon, evening commute should be good. We've been talking chances of flurries at times, so don't be surprised if you see a couple flakes. But, folks, today is going to be a good day. Jackets will be needed. It is certainly chilly out there. Again, we'll see those flurries at times, but the bigger story is going to be what we are watching in terms of Sunday. I'll talk more about that in just a moment. But for folks who are headed out the door right now, 15 is where we stand in Madison, 19 in Janesville. Monroe coming in at 21 degrees. As we go throughout the rest of the day, we'll see those temperatures into the mid-20s by lunch. Highs top out right around 30, and we'll see the mix of sun and clouds pretty much all day long. That flurry chance is going to be greatest as you work your way towards the north and east over towards Milwaukee and Sheboygan. Overnight tonight, we'll see the mix of sun and or moon and clouds rather. Lows will be right around 18. Will be a little cloudier for your Saturday, and we will see a stronger chance for some flurries as we go through your Saturday as well. Temperatures will top out to the upper 20s to right around 30. But then Saturday night into Sunday, those clouds come right back in, and you see that snow starting to arrive from the west. Let's go ahead and track that system as it begins to move on in here. Plenty of clouds out there towards the south and east right now. The area of low pressure over Iowa, that's going to be responsible for the clouds and the flurry chance tonight into tomorrow. We'll see high pressure early on Saturday, but then Saturday night into Sunday, you see that new low developing. That moves our direction. So now the clock is being stopped at 7:30 in the morning on Sunday. This is when that round of heavy snow begins to knock on the door, and that sticks with us as we go throughout the day. We're talking multiple rounds with bands of snow coming through the area. Those begin to wrap up into the afternoon. Some drier air may work in and turn things over to a period of freezing drizzle at times. But future track is really going a little bit up on the snow potential there with the stripe of perhaps 4 to 8 inches somewhere between southern and central Wisconsin. So Future Track round 1 is focused on southern Wisconsin, but then I'll show you the other model of Future Track, and that's focused more so on central Wisconsin. Right now, central Wisconsin is at the greatest risk of seeing the heaviest snow. Our official forecast is 5 to 7 inches there, 3 to 5 here in Madison, and then 1 to 3 closer towards the state line, just where the temperatures may be just warm enough for more so some sleet and some freezing rain at times as opposed to snow. But we're watching this very closely. Newer models are coming in right now. I'll continue to keep the forecasts updated as we go throughout the day. Right now, we do have an alert day for your Sunday forecast with that chance of snow. 30s for Monday and Tuesday, but quiet. We could see another winter storm system bring some light snow as we get towards Wednesday night into Thursday by next weekend. Temperatures will be stuck in the 20s. Now let's head to Stacy K with your first alert traffic. Stacy.
Yes, thanks. It's a quiet start so far in the Beltline with no major delays showing up yet in either direction. Expect that to change, though, by 7. Checking out other roads here in Dane County, the usual brake lights showing up on Stoughton Road and Park Street approaching the Beltline. Volume is not an issue just yet on East Washington and downtown, and other main routes heading into Madison are moving along at the posted speeds with no crashes or delays. With your first alert traffic, I'm Stacy K.
Thank you, Stacy, and thank you, Chris. The Wisconsin Union is giving people a reason to play outside this weekend. You're taking a look at it right now. The Winter Carnival tradition is already underway. The iconic inflatable Statue of Liberty was installed on Lake Mendota this week. The tradition started in 1979 as a prank by a student political group. You can see the inflatable tribute on Lake Mendota just off the terrace today and tomorrow. And while you're checking out Lady Liberty, your family can make a stop at the annual Frozen Assets Festival next door. Christina Laurie is live from the Edgewater with the preview. Hi, Christina.
Hi, Leah. The goal of this year's Frozen Assets Festival is not only to have fun on the local lakes this weekend, but to preserve them for the future. This event raises money for the Clean Lakes Alliance. Last year, it raised more than $150,000 for that organization. Lake Mendota didn't officially freeze over until January 12th this year, so this year's fest is coming at a historically difficult time. That freeze 18 days shy of the all-time latest recorded freeze. Back in 1880, when this data was very first collected, the lakes froze in November. Now researchers at the UW-Madison warn we could stop seeing Mendota freeze over completely as soon as next year. That is perfect, though, for the 5K scheduled for tomorrow morning. Runners and walkers will compete in the 3.1-mile race entirely on ice starting at 10 o'clock, then until 4. The Edgewater will host a variety of free winter events, everything from kites and pond hockey on Mendota to s'mores here at the Edgewater Hotel. I'm also told that this year will be the very first time ever that there's going to be a skydiving ice jump team. You can learn more about that on our website, Leah, as well.
Oh, that sounds interesting. All right, Christina Laurie, thank you very much. All right, 6:17 your time now. The first superhero movie of the decade hits theaters this weekend. Our film critic Will Loper is joining us next with a first look at Birds of Prey. And it might be a great weekend to see a movie because Chris is tracking another possible winter storm moving into southern Wisconsin. Your bus stop forecast is coming up right after this.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobuson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County stabilizes neighborhoods through home ownership and repairs. With permanent, safe, and affordable housing, families can devote more resources to healthcare, parenting, education, and beyond. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
Spend more time on your health, not your drive to the gym. Anytime Fitness has 40 area locations, so they're close to home and work. Get more strength training, more cardio, and more coaching at Anytime Fitness. Join by February 14th and get the month free.
If you ever find yourself in a negotiation, one that involves you or your family being injured, you'll want a good law firm on your side. One who will not blink. No matter the size of the case, you want an advocate, totally prepared, impossible to rattle. Someone who has recovered more million-dollar results for their clients than any other law firm in Wisconsin. It's not about bluffing. It's about fighting and winning. Since 1930, Habish, & Rotier, we fight for what's right.
Goldman Cars is starting the new year with a bang. Buy a 2018 new body style Chevy Equinox for only $14,995 or $239 per month, all with factory warranty.
That's right. For the new year, Goldman Cars is selling 2018 new body style Chevy Equinoxes for $14,995 or $239 per month.
So come in today and get your 2018 Chevy Equinox for only $14,995 or $239 per month.
Go to Goldman Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Goldman, GoldmanCars.com.
Winter in Wisconsin means snow, blustering winds, and sub-zero temperatures. Will your insulation keep your home warm? Frank Construction can always help. We're your roofing and insulation pros. We'll find cracks and air pathways in your insulation that are letting in the icy cold and hindering your comfort. With our thermal imaging and cutting-edge insulation techniques, you'll be sure that your home will be warm and energy efficient for many years to come. Visit frankconstruction.com today and prepare your home for the long winter.
My Montana bedroom set with Bob's Discount. Get all 5 pieces for only $17.99. Its modern yet rustic style conjures up images of the Great Plains themselves. Get a queen bed with storage and USB ports, a nightstand, a dresser and mirror, a chest with self-closing felt-lined drawers. Put the state of Montana in your home for just $17.99. Oh no! Run, little guy, run!
Get Bob's Discount!
Only at Bob's Discount Furniture.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving, so you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Welcome back on your Friday morning. Chris Reese is updating a new model on that weekend snowstorm. Looks like the totals might be changing.
Yes, that's right. I've been telling you all morning how some of the overnight model runs have been a little bit further south with that heaviest axis of snow. Right now, our expectation is that it's going to be further north, but that could be changing. Right now, we do have winter storm watches for parts of the area. Most of those are north and west of Madison. So you're talking Juneau and Adams counties under winter storm watches. And then you have Richland, Crawford, and Vernon counties under those winter storm watches as well. That trend continues back towards the north and west throughout parts of southeastern Minnesota. But here's that latest model coming in, and it tracks that heaviest axis of snow a little bit further towards the south. So now we're going from Madison, between Dubuque and La Crosse, back towards the west. This has been a little bit of a trend that I have seen all morning long. The question, folks, is whether or not that trend continues as we go through today and into tomorrow. But with that being said, it's possible that some additional winter storm warnings or watches rather, may come out for the area as we move through the afternoon. In the meantime, folks headed out the door this morning. Things are not too shabby. It's a little cold, so make sure you grab a jacket. Temperatures are right at 14. We'll be topping out closer towards 30 as we go through the day. 15 is our temperature right now. A wind chill of 15 as well. We'll be at 25 by the time we get you towards lunchtime. And then again this afternoon will be variably cloudy. You can't rule out a few flurries with those temperatures right around 30. So for any kiddos headed towards the bus stop, make sure that you grab a jacket. That's what you're going to need. It'll be a little bit colder than yesterday. We'll be at 25 by lunch. Pickup time later on this afternoon will be in the upper 20s.
All right. Thank you, Chris. This weekend in theaters, Margot Robbie is back as the villainous Harley Quinn. The movie is Birds of Prey, and our film critic Will Loper is here with the preview. Hi, Will.
Good morning, Leah. Yeah, you know, Margot Robbie was one of the few bright spots of just 2016's awful film Suicide Squad, so we can only hope this film plays on her strengths, and for all of our sanities, will be an actually enjoyable movie this time. Take a look.
This all started when the Joker and I broke up. It was completely mutual. And soon enough, I was back on my feet, ready to embrace the fierce goddess within. It's oh.
4 ladies, including Harley Quinn, the Huntress, and Black Canary, team up to take down bad guy Black Mask, played by Ewan McGregor.
He's after all of us. The kid just robbed him. You betrayed him. You killed his BFF. What? You are so cool. And you're dumb enough to be building a case against him. So, unless we all want to die very unpleasant death, we're gonna have to work together. Sure.
Birds of Prey is rated R.
I'm a big fan of Margot Robbie, and the reviews are pretty good.
Yes, the reviews are good, which I am so relieved about. I feel like sometimes DC movies are kind of hit and miss, whereas Marvel's more, you know, consistent. But they're good. They're saying it's fun. It kind of taps into Harley Quinn's anarchic spirit, so I'm excited for this.
I'm into it. You going to see it this weekend?
I sure am, yes.
All right. Review on Monday.
I'll have it.
Great. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Still ahead this morning, local health departments are working with state agencies to track more possible cases of coronavirus here in Wisconsin. Plus, the UW is looking for a new strength coach for its basketball team after their coach resigned. We'll tell you why next on News 3 Now this morning.
MG&E, building a community energy company for the future through the power of working together. Committed to cleaner, more sustainable energy, driven by innovation, fostered by shared values. Energy2030together.com.
3 days only. Shop the biggest appliance sale of the year at Grand Appliance. Save on early President's Day price drops and combine with Grand exclusive rebates to get an extra 5% back. Plus up to $500 in friends and family savings. Get a deal no competitor can match. February 6th, 7th, and 8th exclusively at Grand Appliance. Shop grandappliance.com or a store near you. Grand Appliance and TV. You make it home. We make it grand.
What are you thinking?
Thinking about burger, fries, and some pie.
You know it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Well, then bring the pie first.
It's back and better than ever. Hurry in today for Perkins Burger, Fries, and Pie Combo. Enjoy any burger, fries, and a slice of our famous pie for just $9.99. It's dinner, dessert, and a deal. Only at Perkins. And now you can order online with PerkinsToGo.com.
What we achieve for patients is life-changing.
You get your smile back, your confidence back in just one day.
A new smile at a price you can afford.
With the dignity and respect you deserve.
Don't wait another day. Nothing is more life-changing than a healthy, confident smile.
Now get 10% off all dentures. But hurry, this offer ends soon. Call 1-800-DENTURE today to schedule your consultation.
In my Johnsonville commercial, they open on a game show set in the 70s. Today we got Johnsonville smoked sausage made with 100% premium pork. Some brands mix meats and add fillers, but not Johnsonville. Contestant number 1 bids the closest, so he wins a boat. And he says, I don't want that boat. I want the sausage. What if I told you that boat is filled with Johnsonville smoked sausage? And that's a smoked sausage commercial made the Johnsonville way.
Auto show concept cars are great, especially when affordability is part of the concept. Announcing Auto Show savings time at your local Ford dealer. Now get great deals on Explorer, Escape, EcoSport, F-150, and more. Every Ford is proudly built with tomorrow's technology today, all with huge savings. Now that's a great concept. Now get $5,000 total cash back on EcoSport during Auto Show savings time at your local Ford dealer. Hurry in.
MG&E, building a community energy company for the future through the power of working together. Committed to cleaner, more sustainable energy, driven by innovation, fostered by shared values. Energy2030together.com.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, folks, and thanks for joining us on this Friday, February 7th. I'm Leah Linscheid. President Trump is tweeting this morning that he's working closely with China's president in containing the coronavirus outbreak. This comes as 4 more people are being monitored in self-isolation for coronavirus here in Wisconsin.
We have submitted flight itineraries to the Division of Quarantine, which is part of the CDC. We're tracing back all the flights this person had been on, coming back from China, and we'll be getting manifests as to who are on that flight. And again, that's what I mentioned earlier. There could be multiple states and multiple local jurisdictions involved with that.
Now, there is still only 1 confirmed case here in Dane County. Local health departments are working with multiple state agencies to get in contact with anyone who was within 6 feet of that person on a plane. We're told vaccines are currently in the works, but they likely will not be available this year. The Chinese doctor who sounded early warnings about the coronavirus is one of the more than 600 people who have now died from it. That's according to the hospital treating Dr. Li Wenlang. Li is credited as the whistleblower who warned people about the virus back in December. He had posted about it in a medical school alumni group chat. He was then accused of rumor mongering by the Wuhan police. More than 31,000 people are infected worldwide. Right now, a Royal Caribbean cruise ship is docking in New Jersey to have its passengers screened for the coronavirus. That boat is returning from a trip to the Bahamas. It's one of several cruise ships being closely monitored in the wake of the outbreak. Meanwhile, we're getting a look at the conditions on one of the cruise ships quarantined this morning overseas. Take a look at this.
This is pretty well it. A little messy, but not too bad. So I'm just spinning you around.
That right there is the Diamond Princess cruise ship stuck in Japan. Carrie and Roger Maniscalco are one of the thousands quarantined for another 2 weeks since more than 40 new cases of the virus have been confirmed on that ship. That brings the total there to 61. Another cruise ship in Hong Kong is waiting on test results with 1,800 passengers on board after previous passengers were confirmed to have the illness. And we have new video just into the Channel 3000 Alert Center of one of 2 U.S. chartered evacuation flights coming in from Wuhan and landing in California. The 2 flights are carrying an additional 300 evacuees from China. Meanwhile, UPS says its flights in and out of China are now voluntary for their pilots during this outbreak. Crew members have to notify the company if they're not comfortable flying the Chinese routes, and they'll be temporarily replaced. Major airlines in the U.S. have also suspended flights to mainland China after a travel advisory from the State Department. American and United Airlines have also suspended flights to Hong Kong. All right, you're going to see lots of red and hearts this month, but it's for more than just Valentine's Day. February is Heart Month, and today is National Wear Red Day. The American Heart Association says more than 1 in 3 women is living with some form of cardiovascular disease, and thousands of women die every year simply because they're unaware that heart disease is their #1 killer. We're raising awareness this morning with our color choice, in case you noticed Chris and I both wearing red, and by telling you that a majority of heart disease cases are preventable with healthy habits like exercising and eating well. Speaking of Chris Reese, he is tracking a weekend winter storm plus some flurries for today. Is that right, Chris?
Yeah, that's right, Leah. Some flurries are going to be possible today as skies do remain variably cloudy. You're going to be sunny at times, and then at other times you will see more of the cloud cover. It's certainly cold, though. 15 right now. We'll be at 17 by 8 a.m., and then we should be around 25 by the time we get you towards lunchtime. Those afternoon highs will be right around 30, and yes, that chance for flurries is possible, though not everyone will see them. More widespread snow comes our direction towards the second half of the weekend. There are winter storm watches, especially north and west of Madison. Those are from 6 a.m. Sunday through 6 p.m. Sunday. And I expect these winter storm watches to be expanded eastward and maybe a tad bit south by the time we get you towards this afternoon. That is something to certainly watch. Right now, that heaviest axis of snow looks like it is going to be somewhere from La Crosse and Madison and the areas in between. We still have a couple days to watch the trends with that. But so far this morning, Leah, that trend has been a little bit stronger and a little bit further south. But nonetheless, it's going to be a very quick moving snow system. It'll move in Sunday morning. It'll be out by Sunday afternoon. But we'll be updating those snow totals pretty much all day.
We know you're keeping an eye on it. Thank you very much, Chris. In Rock County, we expect to learn more today on the findings of an investigation into a fatal officer-involved shooting in Beloit. Back in December, 3 officers shot a suspect they said was armed. That suspect later died from injuries. The Rock County District Attorney will release his findings this afternoon in a press conference with the city's police chief. We will have a live report later on News 3 Now and as well as on channel3000.com. 7 people are out of their homes this morning after a house went up in flames in downtown Madison. This was the scene near the corner of North Franklin and Mifflin Streets yesterday. The fire was called in just before 6 p.m. First responders arriving to the scene found the porch and first floor of the home already completely covered in flames. Julia Sullivan lives across the street and saw the fire from her own home.
Huge flames. Everything was up. There was a wire that sparked and flew. Pretty crazy and really, really scary.
Firefighters say no one was home at the time except for a dog who they were able to rescue. The Red Cross is helping the 5 people who live there find a place to stay. The Wisconsin men's basketball team is looking for a new strength coach this morning after their previous one resigned. Eric Helland spent 7 years as the team's strength coach, but was put on administrative leave earlier this week. He was accused of making a racial comment while telling a story from his days working in the NBA. Some reports connected the incident to Kobe King's departure from the team. Neither King nor the school connected the two incidents directly. The university is disputing the idea that the comment was ever directed at King. They released a statement saying, quote, UW Athletics has no evidence, nor has it been alleged to the athletic department that Helland directed racially insensitive language toward any member of the men's basketball team. Meanwhile, Governor Evers is calling a special session this morning to put $250 million into state education. The money would come from a projected surplus in the state budget. Republicans say they'd like to use those funds for tax cuts instead. But Governor Evers says with his plan, they can do both. The governor says funds spread to districts around the state could prevent them from having to ask for a referendum. 6:35 now, still ahead in the morning sprint. We'll hear from parents of middle school students in Jefferson on their new interim principal following multiple incidents involving student safety. And it's time for the Frozen Assets Festival. Find out how you can celebrate our lakes and help protect them at the same time. News 3 Now This Morning is back after this.
Water makes life possible on Earth and in our homes. Culligan conserves this resource with its high-efficiency water softener, the world's best because it uses less water, and that matters to all of us. Click or call Culligan Water and start saving today.
Searching for a way to help stop your cold sore? Only Abreva can get rid of it in as little as 2.5 days when used at the first sign. Abreva starts to work immediately to block the virus and protect healthy cells. Abreva acts on it so you can too.
So my son says to me, Mom, did you switch your Medicare plan yet? And I say, yes, Robert. Dad and I signed up for a Medicare Advantage plan through Senior Preferred. And he says, Senior Preferred? And I say, yes, Senior Preferred. They give us access to the doctors we want and the drug benefits we need. And he says, that's nice. So how is Dad doing? And I say, your father is fine. My living room, on the other hand.
Senior Preferred. Medicare Advantage plans built for you.
Disney on Ice invites you to dream big. Join Moana on her journey to believe in herself. Be inspired by Miguel's passion. Rediscover the power of love with Anna and Elsa and see how anything is possible when you explore your world. Disney on Ice presents Dream Big. Tickets start at $15. Playing at Alliant Energy Center now through Sunday. For tickets and show details, visit DisneyOnIce.com.
He's thinking recliner, you're thinking sofa. It's okay. Everyone wins at the President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture. 25% off unadvertised items and sale items marked down even more. This sofa for just $398. This bed just $298 with base. This Sealy Posturepedic mattress for only $394. And did you know you get free shipping with no minimum? And most items can be in your home in a week. Plus pay no interest for 4 years. The President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Wow, you ready? Yeah, let me just grab my wallet. Uh-oh, I've seen this before. Wallet way too big, skinny jeans too skinny. I'll just carry it. Before you break something, you should know you don't actually need a wallet. With BMO Harris, you can just take cash out with your phone. Or if you need to, you can pay them with Zelle. That works? Yeah. You're stuck, aren't you? Smile. Woo! Those jeans are way too tight.
That feeling you get when no wallet is no big deal. That's the BMO effect.
Insomnia is more than just a bad night's sleep.
It can actually contribute to serious health problems.
But which treatments are effective and safe? Experts share surprising facts you need to know. Monday on News 3 Now at 10. Accurate news as it happens, right here where you live. Information that you can use from the team you can trust. For more local stories that impact your life, News 3 Now.
Welcome back. It is no secret that Madison locals love our lakes, and this weekend your family has a chance to celebrate them as well as preserve them. Christina Laurie has a preview of the Frozen Assets Festival this morning. Hi, Christina.
I'm failing. Hi,
Leah. So last year, or rather this year, the lakes didn't freeze until January 12th. Just 18 days shy of the all-time recorded latest freeze. That makes events like what's happening here at the Edgewater this weekend that much more important. Amy Supple, she works with the Edgewater as well as a board member for the Clean Lakes Alliance. Thank you so much for talking to us. Good morning. So can you tell us a little bit about what's happening here this weekend?
Well, we have the Frozen Assets Festival. So tonight we have a party on the lake, 4 bands playing outside, hot chocolate, some adult hot chocolate, and a skate-up bar.
Okay, sounds delicious. And then tomorrow there's a 5K out on the ice. Told the ice is almost a foot thick.
That's right. That's right. And the 5K starts off the festival, and then throughout the day there's sleigh rides, there's curling, there's kites on ice, and there's even some parasailers coming in and parachuting down onto the lake.
A lot of free activities for families, but this event is also a fundraiser. Last year, we raised $150,000 for the Alliance. Where does that money go to?
Well, throughout the year we use it for lake improvement projects, for education about our lakes, and for citizen monitoring. Everything the Clean Lakes Alliance does goes to improving the phosphorus levels in our lakes and reducing sediment, which just makes the lakes a more enjoyable asset for everyone.
And if you had to pick, enjoy the lakes in the winter, enjoy the lakes in the summer, what's your preference?
You know what? They're equally good.
Okay.
And the lakes in the winter are so cool. If you walk out there and you just get to look at the city from just standing in the middle of the lake, there's nothing like it. It's really, really cool.
I have to say, it is really gorgeous out here. I feel a little bit like we're at the North Pole with all the Christmas trees. I love Christmas, so it's nice to extend the holidays a little bit. If you want to come out to this year's Frozen Assets Festival, you can. Tonight starts off with what's called the Night Ice event. There's also going to be skydivers doing ice jumps tomorrow, so that's a new event. You can find a full list of events up on our website, channel3000.com. Leah.
Nothing like it. She was right. All right, Christina Laurie, thank you very much. Now, speaking of beautiful sights, take a peek at our My News 3 morning photo this morning. Thanks to Gwen for sending it in. It's a beautiful shot of morning fog over in Jefferson County. Just a stunning picture here. Picturesque Wisconsin photo. Love it. What does your morning look like? Take a picture, post it on our Facebook page or on Instagram or Twitter, and use that hashtag so we can find and share our favorites right here on the program. All right, 6:41 now. Cloudy with the chance of flurries right now to start off your Friday, but more snow is on the way. Chris is tracking that weekend winter storm with the latest updates coming up. But first, it's Friday, February 7th. We want to say happy birthday to Braxton, Brody, and all the kids turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us here on News 3 Now this morning.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Hi, I'm Tim O'Brien, owner of the Healthy Place, Apple Wellness. Are you taking CBD for pain? Did you know that CBD does not work the same for everyone? Results vary depending on dosage, brand, and each individual body. At the Healthy Place, we carry more than just CBD. While CBD has helped thousands of our customers, there are many herbs that have successfully treated chronic pain. Kiramin is one of our top sellers and most powerful natural blends on the market. Kiramin reduces inflammation and your pain. Stop by one of our 4 Madison locations or online at findyourhealthyplace.com.
Ashley Home Store's biggest President's Day sale is going on now. Get the very best holiday deals in Wisconsin on everything in the store. Living rooms, bedrooms, and mattresses all on sale now. Save up to 60% off all furniture store-wide. Plus our best President's Day financing offer ever. 6 years with no interest charges and only sales tax and delivery due at checkout. And there's no better time to save on sleep during our mattress marathon on now. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Auto show concept cars are great, especially when affordability is part of the concept. Announcing auto show savings time at your local Ford dealer. Now get great deals on Explorer, Escape, Fusion, F-150, and more. Every Ford is proudly built with tomorrow's technology today, all with huge savings. Now that's a great concept. Now get 0 for 72 financing on a Ford F-150 or lease one for just $239 a month during auto show time at your local Ford dealer.
Let's go! Happy New Year. It's 2020. Make a plan, an unlimited plan. At U.S. Cellular, our unlimited plans start at just $30. $30 for all you can post, stream, and share on our super strong, super fast network. And you don't even need to buy a new phone. Bring your own phone, and you'll get $300 back. Now get unlimited data for just $30 a month. It's the unlimited plan of your future. U.S. Cellular. Choose fair.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
News 3 Now First Alert Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, good Friday morning. We're waking up and you're taking a live look at the Beltline at Park Street right now. Traffic is moving along smoothly. There are no issues showing up. We do have a little bit of cloud cover out there, but nothing falling out of those clouds at the moment. We'll see a chance for flurries as we go throughout the day, but folks, I expect your commute times pretty much all morning long and all afternoon long to be A-OK. No problems expected there. Plenty of cloud cover out there, but we are still seeing a gorgeous sunrise thanks to it. Jackets are going to be needed this morning. We will see a chance for some continued flurries, and then I am keeping a very close eye on Sunday. 15 our temperature in Madison right now, 19 as you work your way down towards Janesville. Let's head towards Lone Rock. That's where the temperature is at 17. The Dells coming in at 13. Black River Falls at 3. But they are, once again, a very common cold spot. Here's how things shape up as we go through the rest of the day. We'll top out right around 30. You'll see times of sun at times today, and you will see periods of the cloud cover. With those periods of cloud cover, it's possible to see a flurry or two at times. Most of that's going to be north and east of Madison. Overnight tonight, watch that temperature fall down towards 18 degrees, and then tomorrow will be a little bit cloudier, and temperatures should top out to the upper 20s to right around 30. Tomorrow, we'll see a greater chance of seeing an isolated flurry or two as well. Then we start to pay attention to what happens Sunday morning. There's that next system coming our direction. Let's go ahead and show you guys the setup for this and how things are going to play out. We have an area of low pressure back towards the west right now. That's going to dive south and eastward. That's responsible for the isolated flurries and the potential cloud cover that we'll see going through today and into your Saturday. High pressure comes in Saturday night. Then early Sunday, that next round of low pressure begins to develop. That's going to be zipping on through here, folks. It's going to be very fast moving, but very potent as it begins to come through. Check the clock. This is 8 o'clock Sunday morning, and here's that heavy snow moving on in. By noon, we have been dealing with 4 hours of heavy snow at this point, and then by the time we get you towards 4:30 or so, a lot of this begins to pull on out. So it's going to be perhaps an 8 to 10 hour snow event. It's not going to last all that long, but you are going to see heavier bands of snow coming through with this system. Future track right now from that model run shows the heaviest axis of snow from about Platteville through Madison up towards Sheboygan. And this has been the trend for that heaviest axis to be a little bit further towards the south, whereas a lot of yesterday's model runs were a little bit further towards the north with that. We're going to keep the heaviest snowfall forecast to the north for now. That's where we're going to see 5 to 7 inches possible, 3 to 5 here in Madison with 1 to 3 as you work your way just south of Madison, closer towards the state line. But folks, if that trend continues as we go throughout the day, it is very possible that we'll have to take this heaviest axis and shift that just towards the south. So stay tuned to updated forecasts as we go throughout the day. Sunday does remain an alert day for the snow potential. Monday and Tuesday will be relatively quiet. Temperatures will be right around that freezing mark. We could see another chance for some snowfall by the time we get you towards Wednesday and Thursday of next week, guys.
So we have a couple of chances for snow in the forecast.
There are a couple of chances. The biggest one right now is going to be Sunday, and then of course we're going to be watching Wednesday and Thursday.
All right, we know you're tracking it. Thank you, Chris.
My pleasure.
Stay with us. The Morning Sprint is up next on News 3 Now this morning.
President's Day means more savings at the Brothers Maine President's Day Super Sale. Get in right now for the sale of the season with more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We've got a lot more satisfaction for you at Maine, like up to 18 months 0% financing and free delivery to make life a little easier. Hey, there's more home satisfaction at the Moore store. The President's Day Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more satisfaction today at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
It's time to get a whole new perspective on Ram trucks. Because to us, there are no small jobs, no little tasks. And when it comes to innovation, there are no modest ideas. You'll wonder why more people are switching to Ram than ever before. See for yourself now during Ram President's Day event.
Competitive pickup owners get an average $14,453 in total values on the 2020 Ram 1500 Big One Crew Cab. Or well-qualified returning FCA lessees can lease the 2020 Ram 1500 for $289 a month.
See the elephants, tigers, dogs, and all the fun to be had at the Shrine Circus. Enjoy the magnificent elephants while you still can and make memories for a lifetime. Bring the family one and all to the Shrine Circus.
Come to the circus, the biggest show in town.
He's been a leader throughout the country for the past 12 years. Mr. Michael Bloomberg is here.
Leadership in action. Mayor Bloomberg and President Obama worked together in the fight for gun safety laws, to improve education, and to develop innovative ways to help teens gain the skills needed to find good jobs.
At a time when Washington is divided in old ideological battles, he shows us what can be achieved when we bring people together to seek pragmatic solutions.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Remodeling your home is the opportunity to match your living space to your lifestyle. Marling Lumber and Homeworks can customize your home with Merillat or craft-made cabinets and countertops, windows, doors, and more. Go where the pros go. Go to Marling.
This election season, politicians are targeting Wisconsin, making promises and claims to capture your vote. But you deserve the truth. Only Reality Check gives you the tools you need to make informed choices. I'm News 3 Now political reporter Amy Reed. I'm breaking down political ads, explaining whose money is behind them and separating truth from misinformation. Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
We make the best better, especially your wedding. MadisonClub.org.
It's 6:51, time for the morning sprint with everything you need to know as you start your Friday. We begin in Iowa, where all precincts are reporting and two candidates are claiming they're the big winners. Senator Bernie Sanders has the edge in the popular vote in the caucus, while Pete Buttigieg has a slight advantage in state delegates. The Iowa Democratic Party says it will only consider a recanvass if a candidate or campaign formally requests one. Candidates have until noon today to file that request. A new poll has Pete Buttigieg surging after Iowa. Bernie Sanders is holding steady at 24%, with Buttigieg right behind him at 23%. CBS Boston says the former mayor's gains don't seem to be coming at Sanders' expense, since his numbers haven't changed much all week. Instead, they believe Buttigieg is pulling his gains from key backers of Elizabeth Warren and Joe Biden. Political researchers say Buttigieg could run away with the race unless something happens to slow him down. And if you're one of the other candidates, tonight's debate could be one of the last chances to do that. Amy Klobuchar, billionaire Tom Steyer, and entrepreneur Andrew Yang will all be looking for a chance to stand out at the debate to keep their campaigns alive. You can watch that debate tonight at 7.
Adam Schiff is a vicious, horrible person.
He's impeached forever.
The president is using his acquittal in the Senate impeachment trial to push his campaign forward. He's taking a victory lap, mixing shout-outs to supporters with put-downs of his enemies. President Trump singled out Senator Mitt Romney, the lone Republican who crossed party lines to vote for his removal. A key witness in President Trump's impeachment inquiry says he will leave the National Security Council to return to the Defense Department. Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman says his departure from the council could happen this month, well ahead of the scheduled end of his time. It's unclear whether the departure is voluntary or at the White House's request. President Trump says a U.S. airstrike in Yemen has killed an al-Qaeda leader. Qasim al-Rimi is the leader who claimed responsibility for last year's deadly shooting at a naval air station in Pensacola. The president confirmed reports that al-Rimi was killed, but he didn't say when the counterterrorism operation happened or offer any details about how it was carried out.
I think parents are excited and grateful that we're going to have an interim who knows Madison and knows the district.
Madison parents are feeling hopeful after meeting with the new interim principal, Mary Kelly, at Jefferson Middle School. school. This comes as Principal Tequila Kurth takes an extended leave of absence following multiple incidents involving student safety. Kelly says the administration will be transparent and keep the community informed on all incidents, both positive and negative.
Temperatures are at 15 degrees as you head out the door this morning. We'll gradually warm up. Expect temperatures to be into the mid-20s as we reach lunchtime. Highs today will make it into the low 30s. Will be variably cloudy with a chance of some flurries. But winter storm watches are in effect, especially north and west of Madison. I expect those to be expanded eastward as we go through the day. Right now, a heavy axis of snow looks to develop sometime on Sunday.
Tracing back all the flights this person had been on, coming back from China.
4 more people are being monitored in self-isolation for coronavirus in Wisconsin. There is still only one confirmed case here in Dane County. Local health departments are working with multiple state agencies to get in contact with anyone who was within 6 feet of that person on the plane. We're told vaccines are currently in the works, but likely will not be available this year.
Huge flames. Everything was up. There was a wire that sparked and flew. It's pretty crazy and really, really scary.
7 people are displaced this morning after their home in downtown Madison went up in flames. This was the scene near the corner of North Franklin and Mifflin Streets. First responders arriving to the scene found the porch and first floor of the home already engulfed in flames. Firefighters say no one was home at the time except for a dog who they were able to rescue. The Wisconsin men's basketball team is looking for a new strength coach this morning after their previous one, Eric Helland, resigned. Helland was accused of making a racial comment while telling a story about his days with the NBA. Some reports connected the incident to Kobe King's departure from the team. The university is disputing the idea that that comment was directed at any player. The UW Board of Regents will vote today on a proposed tuition hike at 6 of its schools starting this fall. The Regents Business Committee signed off on that plan Thursday to raise tuition for non-resident and graduate students of up to 25%. The schools included in the plan are UW-Milwaukee, Oshkosh, Platteville, River Falls, Stevens Point, and Whitewater. Governor Evers is calling a special session this morning to put $250 million into state education. The money would come from a projected surplus in the state budget. Republicans say they would like to use those funds for tax cuts instead, but Governor Evers says with his plan, they can do both. The governor says funds spread to districts around the state could prevent them from having to ask for a referendum.
It's no secret Madison locals love our lakes, and this weekend your family has a chance to help celebrate and preserve them during the Clean Lakes Alliance's 6th annual Frozen Assets Festival. Now, this festival also doubles as a fundraiser. Last year's event raised more than $150,000 for the Alliance. This year's event comes at a historically difficult time for area lakes. Lake Mendota didn't officially freeze over until January 12th, just 18 days shy of the all-time latest ever recorded freeze. Head to our website, channel3000.com, for a full schedule of this weekend's events.
Thank you very much, Christina. All right, 6:56 now. Let's turn it over to Stacey K with a look at your traffic on this Friday. Hi, Stacey.
Hi. All right, starting to get busy now on the westbound Beltline, especially between Stoughton Road and Monona Drive. Inbound John Nolan getting crowded now at the Olin and North Shore Drive intersections going downtown, starting to tap the brakes on East Washington, headed towards the Capitol. And other main routes heading into the city, they're moving along. No crashes or delays. With your First Alert Traffic, I'm Stacey K.
Thank you, Stacey.
And, of course, we are keeping an eye on Sunday. We do have an alert day. Moderate snow is likely. I've changed those totals from 2 to 5 to 1 to 7 area-wide. Now, those highest totals will still likely be north of the Dells, but we are looking at a potential accumulating snow event. Here's the map showing you that. 3 to 5 is expected here in Madison, 1 to 3 inches in places like Janesville. But if you live up north towards Camp Douglas or Westfield, you could see as much as 5 to 7 inches of snow.
Chris, keep an eye on that winter storm throughout the weekend. Tune in right here on News 3 Now this morning.